Hey everyone, Russell here. Got another quick video for you on what's gaming on. Got my cousin Cetus here,
Hey guys, how you doing?
and we just want to ask you a couple questions, find out what got you into gaming. My audience basically wants to know who are you and how did this all come about.
Well, my earliest memories gaming are for the NES. You know, Super Mario Brothers, 1, 3, 2 even.
Yeah, we played a lot of. What was that game with the boat?
Game with the boat is Cobra Triangle.
Cobra Triangle. That's right.
A
We
little
played
RC kind of boat maker made from the same guys who made that Micro Machine truck racing.
Yeah, I don't recall the name, but
RC Pro-Am.
RC Prime. Okay.
Yeah, so basically started out with my stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
When he moved in and he married my mother, he brought his NES.
Oh, that was Ron's?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, so just from there, he also had an old Atari system. So I got into, the old boxes and I hooked it up, played, Popeye on the
that's cool.
Atari and Asteroid. There's a Star Trek game he had.
That's crazy. I don't remember Atari over at your pad
Yeah,
when I was little.
Yeah, we didn't have it hooked up all the time.
Oh, okay.
What it was I just found it in the garage.
I remember you had the original NES, and then you had the Sega, and
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody with like a Sega, so it was always like cool to play
Yeah.
that one.
And you had the Super Nintendo, so...
Yeah, and then you had the N64,
Yeah.
and we played what was it, Diddy Kong Racing a lot.
Oh, yeah, Diddy Kong
Yeah.
Racing. We played all the time.
Yeah, so
Love that game.
I mean, us being cousins and stuff, we didn't grow up in the same city, but we saw each other on holidays and stuff, and we played a lot of video games actually.
Yeah.
So after, I guess, the N64, where did games take you?
Well, I did buy a original PlayStation that generation.
Mm-hmm.
I had some birthday money. It was just toward the end of the generation.
Nice.
And I actually started getting into all the Final Fantasies, 7, 8, 9, Chrono Cross, like all the great PlayStation RPGs. And that was about the time I was in 8th grade or so.
Yeah, we should probably say he is almost like the polar opposite of games for me. There's a couple of games like Gears of War, Mass Effect that we like together, but what kind of games you tend to like are role-playing games, right? RPGs.
I do like like RPGs. Third-person shooters is where we come together a lot, why Mass Effect is such a love for both
Gears
of us.
of War 4, baby.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, those are only the couple games that we play together. Actually, we're about to get down on Resident Evil 5 again.
Yeah,
just because it's co-op.
Yeah.
But you were saying you got your PlayStation 1 and you were starting to get into your RPGs.
Yeah. And then from there, Final Fantasy X sold me a PS2.
Okay.
So I didn't have an Xbox that generation. Mm-hmm. For PS2, I played a lot of the RPGs, Final Fantasy X, Shadow Hearts, Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, nice.
Definitely a fan of those. A little bit of racing games I liked.
Racing games are cool every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like playing those every once in a while. So, did you follow well, I already know the answer, but just so our audience can know. So, did you follow through and stick with Sony all the way through?
I did.
Or?
I bought a PlayStation 3.
Mm-hmm. It's a Fat Boy, huh?
The Fat Boy, the original backwards compatible PS2 and PS1 games. And basically, Metal Gear Solid 4 sold me that console.
Okay.
And I was not disappointed.
That's probably one of my favorite looking consoles is the Fat Boy version of the PS3. I love a big fucking beefy console, dude. I guess that's why I didn't mind the Xbox One size.
I prefer the PS3 Slim.
Yeah?
Aesthetically, I prefer the Fat Boy, obviously, just for backwards compatibility. The Super Slim, I think, is the worst of the three.
Yeah, that's what I got. It comes off a little cheap, but it gets the job done, and I don't use my PlayStations that much.
That's true. I also had a 360 that generation. My good friend Christopher bought me one.
Okay.
Because he had a lot of Toys R Us gift cards from where he worked. Bonus that Christmas season. So,
oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so he bought me a whole setup, a 360, and some games.
It was the white one, huh?
Yeah, it was the white one.
Moth just flew around.
Yeah, and it did eventually. Both my PS3 and 360, they both ended up dying on me.
Pretty close together, from what I remember, right?
Yeah, pretty close together. My PS3, I think, went first.
Yeah, it actually failed when you brought it over, huh?
Well, I was letting my mom borrow it because she was healing from a surgery.
Oh, okay.
So she wanted to watch Netflix.
All right.
So I picked it up a couple weeks later and.
Oh, and that's when you just brought it straight over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, we were all disappointed we couldn't get the video output on it.
Yeah.
We could hear everything, and I guess that's a common thing with the Fat Boys is the video card going out, if that's what it's called in that. But anyway, your 360 was the white one, right? And it ended up red ringing.
yes.
As mine did too. Mine it did it twice, dude. I had to send it back. Luckily, it was still under warranty and stuff. But
Yeah.
I have the what is the? I guess they made 360, so I have the middle one, and that's suited me pretty well. Although I haven't turned it on in probably months.
Yeah.
4 months maybe. I've been Xbox One and actually PlayStation 4. I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky.
And PlayStation 2 as well. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Crystal Chronicles
And Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of that. He's been trying to get me into the RPGs, so we've been playing a lot of games.
Yeah, I think Chrono Trigger is a good place to start.
Yeah. It's not bad. I like Chrono Trigger better than, what is it, Final Fantasy V I'm playing right now? Yeah. It's hard to keep track of all of them. Up until this point, I'd never really made a effort at playing any Final Fantasies or anything, so it's new, but I have to say I like Chrono Trigger better so far. But neither one of them are really, and I'm probably going to get hate mail for this, or popping, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like the hype is living up to the hype, but I don't think many games do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of stuff is overhyped. It's a good game. I just don't think it matches, what some people. I mean, they cream their pants over it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you got to remember, it was made for the Super Nintendo.
Right. I think nostalgia plays a lot into people's feelings for it, and I don't have that nostalgia because I never played it as a kid. So.
Well, currently I'm playing Lunar, Silver Star Story, for the original PlayStation, and I never played that growing up, so I'm not nostalgic for it. But I think it's a really great game, and that's really similar to Chrono Trigger.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to check it out, and we'll just make a game switch or something.
Yeah.
We'll loan each other some games.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll play it together when you come over. I mean, that's basically what we do when he comes over. He either brings his Xbox One and we set him up next to each other with an extra TV, like we're doing right now for Resident Evil 5, and then or we just hit it up in the beanbag chairs over there at my setup. If you guys see my game room tour, you know what the place looks like. So we left off at Last Generation. So you had both. What was your favorite?
I like them both equally.
Okay.
And it turned out I bought the same amount of games for both consoles.
Really? Exactly the same
Exactly
amount?
the same.
How many? Do you know?
I think it's 10 or 11.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he's about quality over quantity.
Right.
I like to buy games to test them out, and sometimes it doesn't work out so well, so I don't play them that much. But I mean, we're completely opposite kind of gamers, so it's kind of perfect. So we bring a lot to the table. So this current generation, what's your choice, man? I know you got both. I know you got an Xbox One and a PS4.
I bought my Xbox One first
Mm-hmm.
because my roommate was really wanting one. He even offered to pay for half and let me keep it.
Nice.
But
Can't go
I
wrong with
figured that would cause a little bit of problems between him and his wife.
Right.
So I just ended up paying for it all myself. But he really wanted to play Halo.
Mm-hmm.
So we got... I knew I could play online with you, so we ended up going with the Xbox One first.
Yeah.
And later on, I did get a PS4, and we have a really great. I have a really great skin on that. We actually made a video. You guys can check that out.
Yeah, yeah. What is this? Slick Wraps.
Slick Wraps.
Yeah.
But as far as what do I prefer, I think I've definitely spent more time on the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that has to do because we played a lot of Division and stuff.
Yeah.
And if anything we're playing online, I'm kind of a dictator when it comes to that. I buy all my multi-plats on Xbox One. I won't even entertain the thought of buying it on PS4 because I just use my PS4 for exclusives, and man, I get a lot of shit for that, dude. But that's what I like.
This Final Fantasy 15 I'm definitely getting for PS4.
Really?
Just because a lot of these games are going to be compatible with VR soon. That are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And
you're picking that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll film you picking that up. That's going to be cool. I wonder how the capture is going to work on that for, like, Let's Plays and stuff. I mean, I've seen how it works on YouTube already, but, I mean, I wonder if it's the same capture cards and everything. I mean, we could technically do it.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, so, I mean, basically, guys, this is my cousin, and you can find him on my videos. And you have anything else you want to say to everybody?
No.
All right. Well, we're gonna get to some gaming, guys. We just wanted to sit around, bullshit. This is episode 2 of Let's Gaming On. So hopefully you'll join me again for another episode in the near future.
I'd be glad to.
We'll see. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video and to my channel. And don't forget to game on.